花，让我来将你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花呀，茉莉花。Beautiful petals on the jasmine flower. Beautiful petals on the jasmine flower. Send your perfume through the air, sweet and fragrant, clean and fair. Braid a blossom in your hair, pick up another one to share. Jasmine flower, my jasmine flower. My name is Mark Beachy, and welcome to my presentation on performing traditional Chinese folk songs. When I sing traditional Chinese folk songs, I am transported to China, and I am experiencing the stories from long ago that are told through the lyrics and music, and it brings me great joy to do that and to share it with others. When singing traditional Chinese folk songs, or any song, it is important to connect with the other musicians in order to give the audiences an authentic performance of music that deserves respect. That is why I connected online with a pianist from Oregon and a guzheng player from China so they could record the accompaniment of the songs. In order to create a music video with two other musicians in this time of COVID, I opted to record each musician and myself separately and then edit it all together as one cohesive performance. In 2017, Wu Fang, president of the Central Conservatory of Music in Beijing, China, said, "Music is one of the carriers of culture. The exchange between Chinese and world music cultures has a long historical standing." Wu Fang goes on to say that even though Chinese people have learned Western music, up to now, Chinese music and culture has not been fully recognized and understood by the world. That is one reason why my research on performing traditional Chinese folk songs is so important. According to the definition in the Concise Oxford Dictionary of Music, compiled by Michael Kennedy and Joyce Bourne, folk songs are sung without instrumental accompaniment and passed down orally by their anonymous authors. Folk songs are generally popular among rural residents, although urbanization and industrialization has resulted in their spreading to towns, cities, and factories. Different regions in China have their own unique styles. Because of the vast Chinese territory made of different topographies, climates, and terrains, the citizens have unique human characteristics and lifestyles. These differences led to other songs. There are three main categories of traditional Chinese folk songs. These groups are based on social situations where the songs originated or place of performance. The three groups include the Little Tune, the Mountain Song, and the Work Song. These songs mainly belong to the Han people, who are the largest Chinese ethnic group found in about 22 provinces. In China, work songs helped in the coordination of different physical activities and unified the rhythmic performance of tasks among a group of working people. The songs raised people's spirits while working. On the other hand, mountain songs were created by the people living in the mountain villages many years ago. The people expressed their agrarian style of living through a category of folk songs called mountain songs. Lastly, little tunes are lyrical songs that were associated with city and town dwellers, especially in old China. The lyrics highlight memories of games or love, customs, and political issues. I would now like to feature my piano accompanist, Blake Hodgetts. In the following video, he will play a short sample of the piano accompaniment of the Hunan folk song, Flowers Bloom in Four Seasons. The song is about nature's thriving vitality and the sweetness of love. Listen to the way he plays the piano accompaniment with great skill and sensitivity. Click on the next slide to watch the video. A feature often found in Chinese traditional music is the use of the pentatonic scale, which was commonly believed to have been developed in China and popularized throughout Asia. The pentatonic scale is made up of 5 notes, making up the signature sound heard in the song. Using 5 notes from the pentatonic scale gives Chinese traditional music its distinct sound, contrasting with Western music, which commonly uses the 7-note major scale. The guzheng, which is a Chinese plucked zither, is tuned to the pentatonic scale. I would now like to feature my guzheng accompanist, Yang Ling. In the following video, she will play a short sample of the accompaniment of the Hebei folk song Jasmine. Even though the Hebei version of Jasmine has similar musical structures as in the Jiangsu version, the basic rhythm changes from the 16th note to the 8th note. In addition, altered tones frequently occur, and some ornamental sounds have been added to give it a more rugged northern flavor. Click on the next slide to watch the video. Mo Li Hua, or translated into English as Jasmine Flower, is one of China's most famous traditional folk songs. Not only is the song known to just about every person in China, Mo Li Hua has the distinction of being the first Chinese song to be widely known overseas. Even though the song dates to the 18th century, Mo Li Hua is still being performed around the world today. Interestingly, the song has several regional versions, each with their own style, including variations on the melody and lyrics. One version describes the custom of giving jasmine flowers, while another version of the lyrics is much longer and describes the fear of plucking the flower. Popular in Chinese urban areas, the tune of jasmine is one of xia diao, short tunes. The little tune is a category of traditional Chinese folk songs, which has 4 phrases of 8 beats each. In my first attempt at learning and performing a traditional Chinese folk song, I chose the Hofang adaptation of the Jiangsu folk song Jasmine. Click on the next slide to watch the video.
Hi Mo, excellent and beautiful job with the singing and editing of your presentation. I wanted to ask you about the regional variations of the song that you described on the slide. I'm not well versed on the symbolism of the jasmine flower in Chinese culture, and was wondering if you could further elaborate on the meaning behind this flower in the lyrics.
Hi, Alexi. Thank you for your question. And well done on your project, by the way. I just got finished watching that. So, to answer your question about regional styles, there have been varied versions of the song throughout the regions of China. The most recognized version of Mo Li Hua is from the Jiangsu province, The Jiangsu version of the song has a soothing melody and has a gentle rise and fall of tones. And even though the Hebei version has the same lyrics and similar musical structures, the basic rhythm changes from the 16th note to the 8th note. Also, one Chinese character has more than one tone. Altered tones frequently occur, and some ornamental sounds have been added to give it a more rugged northern flavor. Now, as far as the flower itself, um, Jiangsu is a coastal Chinese province north of Shanghai, and in the south, the city of Suzhou is known for its fancy gardens. And because of the popularity of the song, the jasmine flower became the provincial flower of Jiangsu in 2007. And of course, the flower itself symbolizes purity and new beginnings and new romances. Thanks again for watching.
Hey, Mark, what's up? Well, first of all, that is a really cool video. You are the first person to ever send me something in Chinese, which I appreciate, because it's always interesting to hear from students singing in different languages and approaching different types of music. So that was a fun experience. And also, I'm far from being an expert in that type of traditional music, but what it seems to me that I wanted to commend you on is that you've placed your voice, and especially the vowels, the open vowels, with just the right amount of this type of open and yet softness that traditional Asian music, Chinese music, Japanese music that is inherent to it. So that's really, really good. You have a good ear for that, so good job. Here's a couple of things I would want you to think about. And again, these are just a couple of thoughts, because the song it works. You know what I mean? There's no, it's not like there's some glaring issue there. It's a good song, right? You did it well. You presented it well. And here's what I want you to try to do on the next songs that you sing. Really get in tune with the lyrics, and then start playing with the different ways that you can emphasize a certain word or maybe a certain phrase, right? And I think that's going to take you to a whole nother level in terms of your personality shining through. So, awesome video. Keep them coming and stay awesome.
Get ready to sing along with me to Jasmine Flower. Jasmine Flower is the most recognizable traditional Chinese folk song. That is one reason why, if you're going to learn a Chinese folk song, this is the one that you want to learn first. This version of the song is the easiest to learn and to sing. Here are some tips for learning the song. First, listen to the song, including the lyrics and the melody. The good thing about the version of Jasmine Flower that I created is that I sing it once in Chinese, and then I sing it once in English. That way you get to attach the English along with the Chinese. After you listen to the song several times, simply begin singing along. That's it. Last, don't be afraid to open your heart and truly express the meaning of the lyrics as you sing. Most of all, have fun. Now, did you know that Chinese is a tonal language? But don't worry, in the case of singing, you can ignore the tones, since most Chinese words are bisyllabic. Most of the time, you can figure out what's being sung even without tones. Click on the next slide to watch the video.
Beautiful petals on the jasmine flower. Beautiful petals on the jasmine flower. Send your perfume through the air, sweet and fragrant, clean and fair. Braid a blossom in your hair. Pick up another one to share. Jasmine flower, my jasmine flower.
Thank you for watching my presentation on performing traditional Chinese folk songs. And thank you to everybody that helped make this presentation possible.